I recently bought an M1 Mac Mini, and there is one glaring issue with it, which is the lack of I/O. But weirdly enough, that's not my biggest issue with the I/O. I don't mind that there's only 2 Thunderbolts and 2 USB-As. The bigger issue is that they're all at the back of the machine, and on my desk I have it facing me because all the wires go out the back, the power and everything, so I can't have it sideways or facing the other way where I can use the I/O easily, because that means all the wires go over. It's just crazy. So I was looking for a solution. Now, I do have a USB-C hub that I use with my laptop. This is what it looks like, and it's got pretty much the same I/O this does. But why I use this for my laptop is because it's easy, light, and what happened was, why I didn't want to use this with my Mac Mini was because you'd have to kind of have this at a weird angle towards the back anyways, and you wouldn't be able to access the I/O easily enough. So I ended up going on Amazon and looking for solutions and found this, the Satechi aluminum stand hub for the Mac Mini. Now what this does is, this is a really cool solution to the problem I was having. What it basically does is it sits under your Mac Mini and will give you ports at the front instead of the back. Now that makes my life so much easier because what that does is, in turn, lets me keep the Mac Mini exactly as it is in the orientation I have it set up, where all the wires are facing the back and I don't have to look at them, but at the same time gives me the ports on the front, and it gives me a decent assortment of ports as well. Now, of course, I would have liked there to be more USB-C, but I will take what I can get. There's one USB-C, there we go. So there's, as the picture depicts, there's a headphone jack, there's a micro SD card, a normal SD card, 3 USB A's, and a USB-C. And this is meant to sit right below the Mac, so it's a very clean layout and design, and you guys can see right here, really clean box as well, and they've got a plastic thingy covering it. So let me get this out. Okay, there we go. Come on out. So here's a look at the base itself. It looks really nice. It's got a metal finish, so that's good. Plastic here, plastic bottom, but the sides are metal, so it'll match the Mac Mini really well. It won't look out of place at all. The one issue is this is in space gray, not silver, so if it was silver that would have been fantastic, because the new M1 Mac Minis only come in silver. But whatever, we can deal with it. So this is how it deals with the connection. There's a wire coming out of the back, so you just kind of loop it in and plug it right into the back of the Mac Mini, and boom, you're all set. So Satechi, there's some holes here that are probably going to be useful for ventilation. I'm not sure if it's going to be the best, but anyways, the Mac Mini, the M1, does not need that much cooling. It's really power efficient and doesn't really heat up too much. So that's awesome. And of course, as I said, here's the ports on the front. They look great. So this is, again, almost the same ports as the smaller one this one has, but the only key difference here is that this is way bigger, but it sits way more perfectly with a Mac Mini. So what I'm gonna do here is, let me go set this up under the Mac Mini and show you guys exactly what it looks like. All right, so right here is where my Mac Mini is set up on my desk. You guys can see it's almost towards the end with all the cables going through the back, and I've got my monitor to the left, and I've got, you know, a bunch of other stuff running here and there. But this is what the Mac Mini looks like. So every time I want to plug something in, I usually just have to kind of lift this up, look for the port, and then plug it in, which is inconvenient, and I always feel like I might just put something in the wrong hole or break something there, so I don't like that. So here we've got the Satechi USB hub. What I can do is just slide it right under and it'll fit perfectly. So right there, look at that, looks really good. Now, of course, if I had a space gray Mac Mini, it would look even better, but unfortunately, Apple doesn't sell the M1s in space gray, otherwise that's what I would have bought. So then, after this, let me pick this up. You guys can see the USB comes out right here, and I can just plug it right in. Hang on, let me find that USB-C. There you are. Boom. So connected. And now I've got a much cleaner solution right here comparatively. So I can easily plug in my USBs, my SD cards. Mainly, this is the biggest part. I'm really going to find it a lot easier to just plug in my SD cards to edit videos right here. You've got the USBs and the USB-C as well. So I think this is a really cool product. I really think this is one of the only ones that really solved my problem and managed to look good at the same time. If the color was the same, it would look even more fantastic. So this is the Satechi USB hub. Now, I think this is something you should definitely get if you have a Mac Mini. Sure, it's a little bit expensive, but it's something that I think you can use for the entire lifetime of the device, and it'll be very helpful. Even if you don't need all the ports, it's just easy having these on the front because it makes it a lot easier. You don't have to kind of wiggle stuff around in the back and look for stuff. It just makes life a lot easier. So that's it for this one, guys. Let me know what you think of the Satechi USB hub. This is one of the most unique hubs I've seen for a USB-C extender. These dongles have become kind of the mainstay with the age of the new MacBook. So this was one of the cooler ones I've seen. The execution just looks so much nicer on it. And, you know, I'm really liking the way it looks. So I do have this link down in the description below if you want to check it out for yourself. And if you haven't already, be sure to follow me over on social media. I'll have all the links right here on the screen and down in the description as well. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more content. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.